Hey, how's it going? Today is Sunday. We're taking a look at what kind of opportunities are available out there. Would be coming into this and reviewing number of documents, a lot, roughly about 150 or so. Uh, if I would look for it, there might even be more. That's what I'm saying. Just time, how much time I want to allocate to trying to source finance or understanding what would be requirements, the process of filling all the documents and everything. That would be more of a challenge, I guess, what opportunities are there. Within this video, I thought I would take a look at if I were to solve a problem, most likely I would need to find a professional if I can and collaborate and work together with this professional. So if I would do that, within the city, I'm going to be taking a look at the British Council. I think that's where all professionals might be. I'll be reading it. I might have read it before, but I'll be reading and trying to understand what will the process of my business working with academia and what will the process, where the finance will come from. Let's touch on that. I would be taking a look at this organization's website and try to understand. Again, I will avoid sharing any of those logos and or the trademarked content, right, if I can. I'm not supported by any of those organizations. Feel free to send me a check and I'll consider it. How we can potentially work together and collaborate, right? And I'm looking to understand how I can engage and take part in, or perhaps what kind of issues this organization is looking to solve, even better. Or if not, I can bring a lot of problems that I'm looking to solve. So perhaps whichever way might be the best, right? If anything, they might have a lot of brain power, right? So from what I understand, right, this organization might have that, and I can come in and perhaps as industry, I guess, it might be defined as industry or it might be defined as a business coming in and working with academia and in order to solve real world problems, and my business might be able to whatever smart people in academia put together, my business might be able to use, I guess. I don't know. They will put anything together, that would be great. My expectations, that's where my expectations are. Very comfortable level, you know. I will try to reach out. I think I have reached out to this organization before. There was no response, right? So again, perhaps others have different experience, but that would be my experience and working together. So I'm just managing my expectations. And let's take a look at some of those programs up there. That would be deep dialogues, or perhaps deep, meaningful dialogues, right? Or just talking. These people are just talking. Come on, we need to get some things done. So deep, meaningful dialogues. Let's progress. Research environments, so perhaps access to facilities from there, research consultancy opportunities. Okay, so they might know how to do it. Great. International research workshops. Okay, so we're going worldwide. Great. International research workshops. There might be some projects. I don't know if it's good, it's bad projects. Researchers connect. Okay, okay. Just name the few, right? So they might be able to perhaps solve the problems. Well, again, I don't know what will be sectors in which they operating in. Most likely, most of the people coming into this would be looking for. That's why I think they have right opportunities. Opportunities would be for higher education opportunities. That would be opportunities for academics and all researchers, right? And opportunities for students. So I'm looking at industry, right? So what I would be looking for, point of contact and perhaps a conference call. Great if I can have that. From there, perhaps contract and what process of working together. If I can do that with the least amount of time possible, perhaps in minutes. Usually there would be no response. 95% of emails and all opportunities would be no response, right? I don't know what will be the process then, right? Perhaps there's a different process in place. I need to find a team responsible for collaboration and or working with industry, and from there the person would know how to communicate and or work with businesses. Perhaps some of those institutions out there don't even have that. I don't know again what those people are doing there when they sitting in a classroom, so learning about something not necessarily that's going to be relevant by the time we finish learning that, because some of the things are shifting and moving so fast. So myself would rather go in there and perhaps after we finish studying whatever they are studying, right? So I can engage with the team as early as possible. Those people, whatever they're working on, I can take those people from the classrooms and putting, I don't know, either offices, or they can work remotely if they wanted to, right? Very smooth transition. That's what I'm looking for. If that's would be an option of how industry can collaborate with some of those institutions, right? So it would be less friction, right? And then we're talking about onboarding any people into business, bringing into business up to speed. It can sometimes can take 6 months or so, and someone needs to pay for that. If it would take for a person to go online and become performing up to that standard, 6 months. So again, it will cost for my business or I don't know, everyone's business. It can cost a lot, right? So I prefer if I can engage and start as early as possible, right? That would be my own feedback and perspective coming into this, right? I would need this researchers if they do any research work or they just studying, I guess, English. I can understand what they're doing actually, right? Perhaps it's more of the school, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, right? So I need academia, right? So I would need those researchers, and if there are any within this institution or a very similar institution, let's progress. And that's just an example. Perhaps universities would be a better approach. I don't know if it's a private company. Again, I don't know. Right? It might be, but that would be the process, right? And they might have some funding either of this institution or the very similar institutions, right? Once I establish academia, right, or researchers, if I were to find any, right, I'm gonna be progressing on, or my business will be progressing into research and development work, and there's a potential there. Again, we're taking a look at finances, right, and or receiving tax reliefs and how much of your expenditure. So if we are taking a look at 100%, so money is coming in and money is going out, right? And when the money is going out, and how you investing that money, right, going out. Percentage wise, 5%, 10% will be spent also on research and development work. Then you take a look at expenditure, research and development. You can, what I'm saying is, opportunities are to have research and development work as a tax credits, and how you can claim that back, right? And there's a process in place. But let's take a look at it a little bit better and know everything what they have to share within this article. There might be worth taking a look at accountant who can do it. So a professional, I guess. So no way we get in trouble, right? So that's disclaimer there. I have touched on academia, right? And when you can source perhaps people or academia who could potentially do research and development work, and from there we're progressing, and or how you can claim some of that, if not entirely, right? So, but again, there are professionals within different areas, right? And I'm reading it for the first time, and I'm trying to understand. I'm not professional within this area. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, right? I would only know what is written there. Research and development, tax relief support companies that work on innovative projects in science and or technology. You may be able to claim corporation tax relief if your project meets the standard definition of research and development. The following gives you a brief explanation of definition and the different types of reliefs you may be able to claim. But the definitions are constantly being changed. One last time when I have checked, it was changed again. It was changed recently over the last 6 months. I was taking a look at UK strategy, and within the strategy they have shared, they have changed definition again. What I'm saying, I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble, right? Things are moving constantly, right? And there might be a person within the field. Most likely, we're talking about finances. There might be a field of accounting, and professional would be able, or if you are interested, it might be worth consulting with a professional within this particular field. It's something that they're doing all the time, right? But that would be the process, overall, the entire process, and how the process can look like, right? Projects could count as research and development, right? The arts, okay, humanities and social sciences, including economics, right? And will they claim you need to explain how the project looked for an advance in the field, had to overcome a scientific or technological uncertainty, tried to overcome the scientific or technological uncertainty. It could not be easily worked out by a professional in the field. So they might ask you to perhaps put a project together, but oh, okay. So it says we you cannot claim. Okay, that's okay. I thought it was just me. Again, since we're taking a look at English studies, I might need to take some classes in the field, right? But either way, so cannot claim that would make more sense. So since we might be taking a look at our engineering and also technology, right? On some of the just name a few fields, right? Arts, I don't know. Perhaps so we're taking a look at arts as well. It's very important, right? There's with many things. Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a book where I'm taking a look and I'm looking to share a lot of information with the people who are interested in launching their own first business and or particularly not necessarily first business or perhaps venturing in this area. And we're taking a look at livestock enterprise, and perhaps not something that you have done yourself in the past. But perhaps a lot of your money every month is allocating into that area, and how much of your capital has been allocated or spent on food, right? If you're looking to reduce some of those costs to start with, and if anything, from there perhaps begin generating money and or selling surplus of your production back into community. Here you go, you got yourself a business and how to do it. I'm sharing a lot of examples in this book, right? You can find it QR code in the corner, company's website below. Just a quick summary, right? It's something that I have touched already. That would be some of those opportunities, and I was taking a look at electrical vehicles and plug-in grants, right? And I have mentioned that there was a person that have reached out to me who is a advocate and can translate documents in different languages, right? He can, right? And because perhaps he studied within this field, right? That was English and French. So if I were to work with this person, and perhaps if I had to work on research and development or something, right? There might be academia. I would need to find the institution there, and from there we can progress and or do some research and development work. Without some of the fields we cannot do any work, so the arts, humanities, and social science, and including economics, right? So not necessarily within those fields, but perhaps they might need to approve that project first before you might want to enter and reduce your risk, right? That's just an example. It's not the best example, and that's an example how you can potentially do it, right? You would need to find a scientist, one with glasses and a white coat, I guess, and progress from there. Find academia, and everything might be a very challenging process, but that's how it could potentially look like, right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.